Hey everyone, Wes here for Family Gamer TV with another look at Skylanders Imaginators. We've just had the big E3 gaming conference and there's been loads of Skylanders Imaginators news has come out of that. The biggest of which, of course, is the appearance of Crash Bandicoot. Well, the reappearance and the resurgence and the renaissance of Crash Bandicoot starting in Skylanders Imaginators. Yes, we're going to get a Crash Bandicoot figure. And you're going to be able to play as Crash within the game, use him as a sensei character, and yeah, basically Crash is back and we've got an image of him here. So brand new kind of updated version of Crash, and we also have the box art, so you can get Crash Bandicoot in a special PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3 starter pack. Now this pack retails at around $99.99, which is the same price as the dark pack, and with that you get the standard starter pack with Master King Pen, Golden Queen, a creation crystal, and you get of course the Crash Bandicoot figure. Now we have been told that Crash will also be coming to other platforms, so you can use the Crash figure on other platforms. Question is, we don't have absolute confirmation there's going to be a solo figure, but I think that's pretty much a given. You're not going to release this lovely looking figure on just the PlayStation and say, yeah, you can play it on the Xbox as long as you've got the PlayStation starter pack. That would be madness. But let's get right in here and look at the detail of this figure. It's looking really cool. We can scroll this around a bit. You've got big quiff, crazy eyes, big grin, these little fingerless gloves, leather gloves, obviously the cut-off jeans or rolled-up jeans, and then he is obviously a life Skylander and a brawler, yes. So another one for the brawler class to go alongside King Pen, who's also a brawler, but this one in the life element. But this is a fantastic figure, I'm sure you will agree. And we've got a few shots of him in action, and you can see here with a weapon, kind of swinging that around his head, going to take out the bad guys. And Crash has a load of the moves that you will know from previous Crash Bandicoot games if you've played those, and those games are being remastered, at least the first three. So he's got spin attack, he's got throws out exploding crates, he's got Wumpa Fruit, jetpack, Sky Chi attack as well that uses the yo-yo, which I think is what we're seeing here, kind of yo-yo Sky Chi attack. And we can also see, you know, he's got that spin attack, taking out the chompies. And what else we got? Again, spin attack, taking out whatever these new critters are. Not seen these before. And the reason he's in Skylands, story-wise, is that a wormhole has opened in Skylands, and the great Aku Aku appears. He comes to announce that once in 2 decades there is a synchronization celebration, and it's a time when all the worlds align perfectly. And they're having a huge celebration event at the Wumpa Islands and want to invite the Skylanders. But with Kaos on the quest to take over Skyland using his army of Doomlanders, Skylanders must focus on stopping his evil plan. So Crash jumps in and helps out, because he's an all-round good guy. But Crash isn't the only new Skylander we've got. We've also got Ambush. So here's a bit of Ambush's art. Very cool looking character, as you will see when we dive into some more pictures. And he is a life, again, character. But this time we've got a different symbol. So he's a knight battle class sensei. And you can see very, very cool figure here. Lots of detailing. The sword looks particularly cool with those kind of rune-like symbols on it. And we go right in here. Take a look at that head. Look at this. Loads of detailing here all around. The wooden kind of bark-like skin. And of course, like all of the senseis, he's got this black and gold armor. Very, very cool looking figure. And we'll see a bit of him in action. So screenshots from the game here. Again, look at the texturing. Very cool. If you've got a PS4 and Xbox One, I guess this is going to look the very, very best. Wii U not far behind. and that sword and the runes glow as well. You know, he wouldn't have looked out of place as a Trapmaster, really. Almost like a Traptanian weapon. Very cool. And again, some new enemies here. But Ambush isn't the only new Skylander we've got. We've got another new Sensei. This one is Ember, Fire Element Sensei. And you see she's got this double-bladed weapon. Again, could almost have looked at home as a Trapmaster. And her figure, very, very cool. I worry about the delicateness of her weapon, but a great figure. Again, lots of awesome detailing. You see she's got that fire base. And her battle class, well, she's a Sentinel. Yeah, so we've got Sentinels, we've got Knights, and we'll go through the rest in a minute. So, nice little golden fire symbol atop her kind of samurai-themed armour. Looking very snazzy, and we can go in here because I love these almost like shuriken kind of dress that she's wearing. And again, the fire gem there, gem-like fire base to her. And what else have we got? We come out here. And she's got a bit of flame behind the helmet as well, which we'll see in a bit more detail in a minute. And in a screenshot, very kind of sentinel-like pose, isn't it? Almost guarding, protecting people. And again, that kind of almost samurai-like black and gold again, because she's a sensei. And look here. Massive explosion coming. Guessing this is probably the Sky Chi move. Loads of power from your senseis, which is exactly what you want. Again, these kind of Firefly-like enemies. But it doesn't stop there. There were more reveals. Yes, we thought we were going to get him, and we are. This is Wolfgang. Obviously, you remember Wolfgang from Trap Team. He's replaced his weapon with a harp bow now. So, a little bit different. Ditched the old guitar, gone for a harp-like bow. And so that makes him a bow slinger. And, of course, he's the undead element. And you can see his figure here. So, you've got the texturing on the fur, the black guy liner. And he's also got it around, he's got lippy on, I think, as well. But again, this bow looks really cool. We go in on his face a bit. You can see the detailing. He's got the big tongue and the very big bad wolf-like, really. Chains around the arms. And scroll down, you can see he's got, well, he's a rock star. So he's got leather pants with an undead symbol. And if we come out a little, you can see he's got that bow slinger battle class symbol and undead base. Very, very cool. And in action, the harp here, playing it a bit like a guitar. Did he have a guitar or was it a harp in the previous one? I can't remember. Leave me a comment and jog my memory. And of course he's got the big bone-like spikes off his back and firing the bow here. Again, very cool. Everybody loves a bit of Wolfgang. So a great addition, I think, to the villain senseis that we've got. And what else do we have? Well, this image, now this popped up on a YouTube channel called Skylander News, and that's from the UK. And it seems like Mega, a comic / magazine in the UK, had revealed a little bit of information here about possibly another villain sensei. So we've got Dr. Krank. And if we come in here, you can see not only has he got the one slime gun, he's got two now. So we're speculating here that obviously Dr. Krank as a tech villain is going to be a quick shot battle class, which makes sense really with these two weapons, I think. And hopefully we'll get a reveal on that, perhaps at Gamescom or even before. So look out for more info on that. But we think that's pretty much a given. There isn't any information inside the magazine though, so if you're thinking of picking it up, there's nothing else on Crankcase, just this one image, which we believe is new art, and that might be a hint. And we've also got the Dark Pack. It doesn't stop there. You see, we've got more information for you on the Dark Pack. This, obviously, the box art doesn't give a lot away, but there's Dark Master Kingpin. And I've got to say, this Dark Pack, you'll see the rest of these figures completely won me over. The previous Dark Packs were kind of cool, but I don't know, they lacked a little. these, I think the characters they've picked and the colouring they've picked really, really suit. And you've got the gold from the belt for the sensei, so still a little hint there. Not completely kind of grey washing these characters, but I do love this silver look and the black fur. Very cool. And go in on that face, look. Mean Master Kingpin. Now, who else is in there? Well, obviously there was the Golden Queen, but this is Master Kingpin in action, the dark version. And we have the Dark Golden Queen. I love this, I think. I think this is, you know, the gold looks nice, but I think this blend of silver and black and greys, of the red eyes, looks really cool. And of course you can see now the sorcerer symbol on her base. She's obviously an earth. And we go in on the face here. Scroll that up a bit. Get a good look at that with the headdress. Those red eyes, big claws on her hand. Yeah, I'm really digging this. I think this, if you're gonna invest in Skylanders Imaginators, the dark pack really might be the way to go. It's good value too. We've also got, and this is what sealed the deal for me, Dark Wolfgang. The silver fur, the black spikes, it just, for me, head and shoulders better than his normal colouring. I think he looks fantastic. I want him in my collection. Bowslinger, you know, undead base. It works. It works really, really well. So if you want the dark pack, you're going to get those characters in the dark pack. You'll also get the dark creation crystal. Is that what we're going to call it, or just the dark creation crystal? I think so. Slightly different design to the ones we've seen. The dark symbol in there, and a nice, interesting shape on the crystal. That's not the only one you get. You also get a life creation crystal, and you get the standard fire creation crystal that you get in the regular starter pack, and the dark starter pack costs $99 too. So now, kind of, if you've got PS4, PS3, you're kind of torn. Do you want the Crash one or the dark pack? I think the dark gives you the best figures and the best value. Obviously no Crash, and we don't know when we're going to get him solo, if we are at all. What else? Well, here is a look at some of the other creation crystals that we've got coming. So while Andy was at E3, he got hands-on with all these figures, and you know, you can see now we've got a undead creation crystal, we've also got a life creation crystal, and the standard fire creation crystal. And you can in fact put all three of those on the portal and they'll pulse away quite happily, although you can only use 2 in the game. So you can have 2 Imaginators on there, or you can have a Sensei and Imaginator. Whatever you want to do, you can combine them. Now, have we got anything else for you? Well, we've got this picture of Crash, and now this was on the Sony website, and there's speculation that Crash also comes with his own level, which would be really cool, and this screenshot, we think, seems to prove it. And the Dark Spyro forums are very clever and on the ball, and they pointed this out to us. Very likely that we're going to have a Crash Bandicoot level, but there was loads more info as well. So as we flick back through a few of these images, let's sit on Wolfgang for a little minute, because I love that. We've got some other battle classes, so we know them all now, which we didn't from our first video. So we know there's a knight, we know there's ninjas, bowslingers, sentinels, smashers, quick shots, bazookas, sorcerers, brawlers, and swashbucklers. So loads of battle classes, 10 in total. Lots of variety there. Obviously we've already got a knight, a bowslinger, a sentinel, a smasher. We've got a sorcerer and some brawlers, but there's still characters and senseis from battle classes we don't know yet. What else do we know? We know that there are core characters returning as part of the storyline of the game. So we've seen Jetpack, Eruptor, Stealth Elf and Spyro. They'll appear in the game, but not playable, and you won't be buying core figures as far as we're aware. We know that obviously all of the other characters are supported, so all of your 300 plus Skylanders are supported, all your vehicles are supported in the multiplayer racing mode, and we believe that traps will be supported, but only in that multiplayer racing mode. but we haven't had 100% confirmation on that. But I think that's a given. Magic items, again, we think they're supported, but we haven't had 100% confirmation. What else have we got? Right, so there's a little bit of confusion around creation crystals, and we're looking for some clarification from Activision on this, because as far as we're aware, you can only create the number of Imaginators that you have the number of creation crystals for. And we're not just talking about saving them, because you can only save one per creation crystal. We're talking about actually starting the creation process. You can obviously rework existing Imaginators that you have saved in a crystal, but for example, you can't go and create 100 that are all saved in the game and then swap them in and out at will. At least that's our understanding at the moment, and you cannot create an Imaginator of a different element that you don't own. So if you don't own a tech creation crystal, you can't create a tech Skylander until you do own one. What else have we got for you? So in terms of the customization, we also know that now all of the menus have been revealed. So we know you can customize head, eyes, ears, chest, arms, legs and tail. We know that you can do the size of all of that stuff. We know you can add a body aura. You can get gear that represents weapons, headgear, shoulder guards, arm guards, leg guards, and a backpack. We know that you can change the colour of just about everything. You can do a theme, or you can do individual bits. We know that you can change powers for weapons, elemental powers, secret technique, and your soul gem. You can customize the voice, the music, and the name of your Imaginator. And we also know that in the backpack gear, you can get wings, which is great. But the wings unfortunately don't let you fly. They're just kind of cosmetic. And you can only create biped Skylanders. So there's no quadrupeds, no dragons like Spyro, unfortunately. I think that was probably a step too far for them. But still, all of the stuff that's at your disposal for Imaginator creation, there's a wide variety of everything. And I think you're not going to be disappointed in what you can create. Now, we do have a few other details about the game itself. The Skylander Academy is back as your game hub, so I think that's great news. Everybody loves the Academy as the hub, and it's obviously had little tweaks in every game, and that's no exception in Skylanders Imaginators. So throughout the game, there's going to be these spots signified by a little camera icon where you can actually take selfies of your characters. You can pose your character, take a selfie, and you can use those selfies to decorate a room in the Academy. That's kind of a fun little addition for everyone. Along with those little treats, we know that Skystones is back. We don't know the variant of it or the details there, but we do know it's back in some form. And we also know there's a new minigame called Troll Radio. Now, we knew Troll Radio existed in the previous game, where you walk up to the radio and you got some cash from it, and you listen to a little bit of dialogue and stuff. But Troll Radio is now a minigame, and it gives you Imaginite-based rewards. So, for example, you might get an Imaginite crystal related to personality, and the different mini games that you get, because there are more other than just Troll Radio. Each of the different ones that you get are kind of themed. So Troll Radio might be all personality-based stuff, and there might be another mini game that's related to weapons or something. So yeah, loads of different bits. We've got no confirmation yet whether elemental gates are back, but obviously there are sensei shrines where you can get your Sky Chi power. But yeah, no word on elemental gates. We think elemental zones are in, but no word on the gates yet. So, as we mentioned, you've seen the contents of the Dark Edition starter pack. That pack may also contain a little Imaginite chest figurine, and we think that possibly unlocks special gear. So, no confirmation yet. We haven't seen exactly what's in the Dark pack, but we have seen a screenshot that suggests, or a pack shot rather, that suggests that there is this dark Imaginite chest in there. And who knows, there might be a Crash themed Imaginite chest in the Crash pack. Yet to be revealed, but we don't know for sure. So that really is about everything I think we know about Skylanders Imaginators right now. Obviously this is a complement to the previous video we did, so if you've missed that, then go and recap, because there's loads more information in there as well. And yeah, basically tons of stuff coming and tons of stuff still to be revealed. We are asking questions whenever we get the opportunity of Activision, especially around those creation crystals, because I think, you know, from a family standpoint, kids are going to want to go crazy creating Imaginators. And you know, if you can only save one creation, like this with the starter pack, where you just get that one creation crystal, you can only save that one creation. I think that there could be an element of frustration there, and we'd love to know your thoughts on that. You know, would you want to go crazy and create tons and tons and tons and have them saved in the game and swap in and out, or are you happy with the, you know, I can only create one, but I can remix him whenever I want? Are you happy with Crash, of course, as well? What do you think of this figure? I mean, look at this figure. It's a thing of beauty, and I think even if you're not a Skylanders fan, Crash Bandicoot, the figure, I think is going to appeal. And the gameplay, oh, it just looks spot on. Perfect Crash. And of course, this comes ahead of the remasters of his first 3 games next year. So leave us a comment and let us know what you think of this. Which battle class do you want to see revealed next? What are the details of the game do you want to know? Leave us your questions. If you've got stuff you want to ask Activision, by all means leave us a comment and we'll try and ask them. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of our future Skylanders Imaginators videos. But that's it for today. That's all from Family Gamer TV.